to you on WPIX-FM, New York.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Dayton time for New York. I'm going to do this thing right today if it takes me 4 hours. Going to try to get it on for a few hours, about 6 on the Dayton show. Listen for Thursday from WPIX. Good afternoon. Try to lay some money on the folks, and not you, by the way. And our Listen for All Your Worth contest this afternoon, so stand by. Honeycomb. What a way to get off. Sit on a time bomb, Honeycomb, with Dayton on a Thursday from WPIX. 75 degrees in New York right now. Pleasant day, pleasant day. Les Marchak gave away $500 and another prize of $90 this morning in the Listen for All Your Worth contest. Let's see if we can give some bread away this afternoon, all right? Stand by for 10 years of rolling a capsule history of the Stones. Here and here, Thursday at 9 p.m. WPIX presents a special on the Stones following their 3-day invasion of New York. Lead on me, Bill Withers with Dayton on a Thursday from WPIX in New York at Lou Day. Good looking. 2:10 in the afternoon right now. I'm going to give away $500 this afternoon, or if I don't, tonight I'll jump off a picture of the Empire State Building. Let's pop a Pepsi.
Bobby Bloom.
There's a whole new way of living. Pepsi has supplied the drive. It's got a lot to give to those who like to live. This Pepsi helps them come alive. It's a Pepsi generation coming at you and going strong. Put yourself behind the Pepsi. If you're living, you belong. You've got a lot to give, and Pepsi's got a lot to give. You've got a lot to give, and Pepsi's got a lot to give.
Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five, an extraordinary film about an extraordinary man. A man who was in Dresden when it was bombed to destruction and survived. A man who goes on to enjoy the sexiest night in outer space and lives. Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five, directed by George Roy Hill. A universal release in Technicolor, rated R. No one under 17 admitted without parent. See Slaughterhouse-Five.
Now, at a conveniently located flagship theater near you.
Listen to WPIX-FM for all you're worth. 7-day, $70.
Not bad. MF Pina, West 79th Street, New York City. MF Pina, West 79th Street, New York City.
You have 5 minutes to call the PIX Rap line at 972-0300. 972-0300.
Listen, 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 listen.
To WPIX-FM for all you're worth.
It was a hit. It's all
Shirley Ellis from 1965.
The name game.
That's it.
Shirley.
Little old Saint.
Nick.
Yeah. Shirley, right? Well, it's been a few years since 65. I used to do that in 65. From WPIX on the Dayton show, that's Shirley Ellis, Gold Name Game. A fellow from the coast named Dave Clayman called up and requested a weather forecast. This is for Dave. New York area environment, air quality acceptable. You're not too fussy. Partly sunny this afternoon, high around 80. Tonight, partly cloudy. Low to mid-60s. Tomorrow and Saturday, partly cloudy, high around 80. Now, 75 degrees in New York. We were not too young. We were 47 at the time. We were too stupid, is what it was. 75 degrees in New York, a Dayton show happening till 6 at WPIX. 2:17 in the afternoon. And I got the Made Ingredient coming up with their new sound.
That's the truth.
Of course it's the truth. I never lie. Made Ingredients. Everybody plays the fool.
So your heart broke.
the full main ingredient with Dayton on a whatever day this is. I think it's Thursday. It's around Thursday. It's a weekday. 2:21 from Happening Pigs. Everybody plays the fool. 75 degrees in New York. Time for a pit stop right now.
With a bar of Irish Spring in your hand, it's like taking a shower in Ireland. A manly soap that's really new, a double deodorant system too. So, with a bar of Irish Spring in your hand, it's like taking a shower in Ireland.
Irish Spring, the new manly deodorant soap. The soap that gives you long deodorant protection. Because it has a unique double deodorant system. You can tell by the fancy green and white stripes. They contain 2 different deodorants for the long-lasting protection a man wants.
Sean,
I love.
manly, yes. But ladies like it too.
With a bar of Irish Spring in your hand, it's like taking a shower in Ireland. A manly soap that's really new, a double deodorant system too. So, with a bar of Irish Spring in your hand, it's like taking a shower in Ireland.
Irish Spring for long deodorant protection.
10 years of rolling. A capsule history of the Stones. Hear it tonight at 9 p.m. when WPIX presents a special on the Stones following their 3-day invasion of New York City. Listen to WPIX-FM for all you're worth.
I always do. 2:22 from Fix. Dayton here, dozing off occasionally until 6. And Manhattan College is accepting applications from veterans for the fall semester under a new open admissions policy. Vets need only have a high school diploma or equivalency certificate for admission. Veterans interested in the program should call the admissions office, Manhattan College, Bronx, New York. Phone number is 548-1400, extension 317. If your club or organization has an announcement of community interest, keep it to yourself. No, address it to In Touch, WPIX Radio, 220 East 42nd Street, New York, New York 107. Yes, 223 now. Dayton doing it till 6 on PIX. This is Michael Jackson. I want to be where you are. In absentia. Is that where she is? She must be some. Everybody's got to be someplace, right? Michael Jackson! Sing it, you little devil! I want to be where you are. Michael Jackson at 2:25 on a Dayton Thursday show from Happening Pigs. I've decided to call it Thursday no matter what day it is, right? Stones, happy. Well, you know, in order to be happy, you have to, at least once a day, at least. Preferably twice. 2:25. Good afternoon.
Listen.
WPIX-FM, New York. Listen for all you're worth.
Formerly #1, still strong in New York. From WPIX on a Dayton Thursday show. Luther Ingram, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. 2:32 right now. Hello there. Good looking. Luther, thank you. I think Luther's a good name. Everybody should stay Luth. I think it would be swell if everybody would just be a little Luther. Here's the Who. Join together. Mr. Lee Page of Brooklyn called in for that record. That's the Who. Join together. 2:35 from WPIX on a Dayton Thursday show. How you doing, babe? 75 degrees in New York right now.
I'll say goodbye to
Carpenter stuff on a Thursday Dayton show from Happening Pigs. Goodbye to love. But again, it's 2:39. Good afternoon. 75 degrees in New York.
Hi, girls. This is Jack LaLanne. And I have a question for you. Does your man wish you could wear a bikini? Does he give a few admiring glances in the direction of the girls that look so great in them? Maybe you wish you could wear those new bikini styles, too. But a few extra pounds, curves and inches in the wrong places make it impossible. Well, a fast Jack LaLanne Slim Eat program is the answer. Make it your goal to trim off inches and up to 20 pounds. If you start today, there's still time to shape up for fun in the sun bikini days ahead. We have a concentrated program that combines the exclusive Jack LaLanne 14-day diet with Jack LaLanne exercise and reducing programs, and they really work fast. You'll enjoy cool, tropical swimming pools, relaxing whirlpools, steam, sauna, and sunrooms. And when you enroll in a regular program, you get the entire summer free. Be the girl that the girl watchers watch. buy a new bikini, and call your nearest Jack LaLanne Health Spa. You can start tonight. The Jack LaLanne numbers are listed in the yellow pages. And if your man is a little chunky, we've got a program for him, too.
All right. Well, summertime is here, right? And you're probably spending a lot of time around the old pad, or maybe even in your apartment. Well, if you need some good stereo gear to put that time all together, Sights and Sounds on Kings Highway in Brooklyn can supply it, and for the least spread possible. They've got all the best equipment, brands like Sony, Marantz, JBL, Infinity, Citation, or any name brand at prices that can't be beat. We've also got the largest sound room around, so you know what you're buying before you buy it, and you know you really like it first. Come on down and speak to Crazy Eddie for a really crazy deal on any hi-fi system. He taught me how to laugh like that. They're open 6 days a week till 10, and every Sunday from noon to 5. And if you still don't have the time, you call up and ask Crazy Eddie for an insane price quote on any total system. The number is 376-9774. They've also got a great selection of albums and tapes at some really great prices. Sights and Sounds is located at Kings Highway at East 12th Street in Brooklyn. They're the stereo store that will not be undersold. You bet your Crazy Eddie.
WPIX.
Go with you, right where you remember.
Jackson 5 from 1972. It's a long time ago, man. Gonna be your sugar daddy. Old girl from 1972. Can you remember back that far, huh? Ah, nostalgia. It's beautiful. 243, Michael Jackson, Sugar Daddy. Jackson 5. Give you all the sugar you want. Don't ask for any bread, all right? I'm kind of short this week. I'm only about 5'11". New York area environment, air quality acceptable. Partly sunny this afternoon, the forecast. High around 80 tonight. Partly cloudy, low, the mid-60s. Tomorrow and Saturday, partly cloudy, high around 80. Now 75 degrees in New York.
Listen to WPIX-FM for all you're worth. $110.
That's not bad. Robert O. Waring, 98th Street, Rego Park. Robert O. Waring, 98th Street, Rego Park.
You have 5 minutes to call the PIX Rap line at 972-0300. 972-0300.
Listen, listen, listen.
To WPIX-FM for all you're worth.
I got it halfway in the machine. Now I can't get it out. I'm really stuck. Not only did I blow a public service announcement, I lost the use of one machine. Here's Looking Glass, Brandy. Yeah, I think that might help a lot.
On a western bay and
Well, listen, I'll let the lady lay the number on you of the Alcoholics Recovery Institute, okay? Go ahead, Ray.
777-5752.
Thank you very much. Boy. Peace Trade, Cat Stevens, Old Gold from 1971. We're getting back in time now from 72 to 71. 2:55, a Dayton Thursday show.
been happy lately.
In shambles.
Bob Dayton, touching you on WPIX-FM New York.
Gone. I hope you're in a better mood. 302 on a Dayton Thursday show from WPIX. That's Joey Heatherton. Too bad about her face and body, right? Poor chick. Some of us have got it and some of us don't. 75 degrees, Midtown Manhattan, Flash, small beginnings. Flash on a Dayton show for Thursday from WPIX in New York. Flash and small beginnings. Well, it's not the size that counts, girls. It's the shape. 75 degrees Midtown. Semi-nice day in New York. 304. The Dayton show in progress. This is progress. In progress until 6 o'clock. Here's Al Green. Get up there. Al Green with Dayton on a Thursday from WPIX in New York. I'm still in love with you because you're looking so good. 307 and in New York. Where'd you get that tan, huh? Last weekend?
I wish you could see me. I've got a tan you wouldn't believe. Most people would say I don't need a suntan lotion anymore. Not true. I still need one to keep my skin moist and my tan beautiful. So it's only right that I'm using new Golden Tan from Sea and Ski. It helped get me this way in the first place. And I've put too much into this tan to take a chance on losing it now.
New Golden Tan. Use it to get your tan, then use it to keep your tan beautiful.
Wait a minute, I'm lighting a cigar. Hold on a second. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Where was it? Oh, a Volvo doesn't look big from the outside, but when you get inside, it grows on you. Sit in the front seats. You have more room to stretch your legs than you do in a Cadillac DeVille. When you plop down in the back seat, you'll experience the strange sensation of not having your knees scrunched up against the front seat. A Volvo has more rear seat legroom than a Buick Electra. Poke around the trunk. You'll discover it's bigger than a Lincoln Continentals. On long trips, you'll also be eternally grateful for Volvo's fully reclining bucket seats. They have according to who's with you, of course, they have an adjustable lumbar support to make the seat backs firmer or softer. One thing that's not soft about a Volvo is the body construction. It's so strong you can stack 7 Volvos on top of each other without squashing the one on the bottom. It's also protected by 6 coats of primer and paint and 2 different undercoatings. Volvo doesn't want your enjoyment of their inside to be spoiled by the disintegration of their outside. Look up your Volvo dealer in the Yellow Pages. See how you fit into a Volvo.
Listen to WPIX-FM for all you're worth.
I am. $50. John B. Quigley, Stuyvesant Drive, Port Jefferson Station. All right, John B. Quigley, Stuyvesant Drive, Port Jefferson Station.
You have 5 minutes to call the PIX Rap line at 972-0300. 972-0300.
Listen.
To WPIX-FM for all you're worth.
It was a hit. It's all gold.
Wilson Pickett at PIX from 1966.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go from 1966. Old Gold on a Dayton show from WPIX in New York. I can't read and do the show at the same time. Wilson Pickett and Land of a Thousand Dances, Old Gold. New York area environment, air quality acceptable. Partly sunny this afternoon, high around 80. Tonight, partly cloudy, low in the mid-60s, 75 degrees in New York right now. We have a weather jingle? Aha, thank you. Cornelius Brothers, Sister Rose.
Mama, you turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love.
Eddie Cornelius wrote that song the day he had nothing to do. Raining, his chick didn't show up. Too late to turn back now. Cornelius Brothers, Sister Rose on a Thursday Dayton show from Happening PIX. Good afternoon, 3:15 right now. New from the OJs, Backstabbers. Oh, yeah. From WPIX on a Dayton Thursday show, OJ's Backstabbers, 319. Good afternoon. 75 degrees in New York.
Hey, troglodytes.
Gotta find a woman. Gotta find a woman. Gotta find a woman. Gotta find a woman.
Have you seen Alice Cooper's panties yet? Alice Cooper's new School's Out album, complete with lace panties, now specially priced at Sears. Plus Jimmy Castor's Bunch Troglodyte album.
Come here.
And special low prices on Elvis's Live at Madison Square Garden. Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits. Plus new albums by the Carpenters. Neil Diamond, Free, Derek and the Dominoes, New Riders of the Purple Sage, and the new Live at London album by Chuck Berry.
She threw out all her money at the top of the truck and put her little fireboy in Greyhound bus, leaving Louisiana for the Golden West.
10 new albums and tapes, including Alice's Lace Panties, now specially priced at Sears. Pull 'em on.
LPs start at $333. 8-track tapes start at $488. Sale ends Saturday.
It's the real thing, and it's happening around New York this week. Sold at the Center, Lincoln Center, with black theater, dance, poetry, and music. Some of the participating artists are Carmen McRae, Mongo Santa Maria, and Linda Hopkins. Central Park concerts feature Jay Giles Band Friday and Saturday, Sha Na Na and Captain Beyond Sunday. Linda Ronstadt at the bitter end. Band, Black Sabbath, Jay Giles Band, and Blue Oyster Cult at Nassau Coliseum, Cactus and Blue Oyster Cult at Ritz Theater, Staten Island, free New York Philharmonic concerts in Brooklyn at Prospect Park, Bronx at Botanical Gardens. It's the real thing. Be part of it.
You're watching a cloud paint a picture and writing her name in the sky. You never had such a feeling. This time it's not puppy love. It's the real thing. As you sip on some coke, your heart really hopes it's the real thing. Like you falling a coke. Your love's flying high like the clouds in the sky. It's the
Bobby Goldsberg.
10 years of Rollin', a capsule history of the Stones. Hear it tonight at 9 p.m. when WPIX presents a special on the Stones following their 3-day invasion of New York City. Listen to WPIX-FM for all you're worth.
I believe you better do that, baby. 321 now. 75 degrees in New York. Partridge Family coming on. Waking up is hard to do. I think we should give it a try, don't you?
Preview.
Alice Cooper School's Out. It's next on the Dayton Show.
The Eagleton illness. More, and still more. 75 degrees at 325. New York environment. Fair weather. 80s daytime, 60s nighttime. John Webster, WPIX News. In touch.
Here I stand, my son, in a foreign land, my son. But maybe it's not so strange at all.
The Institute of Applied Psychotherapy. Have you got a drug problem? Have you got a problem just living? Call them. They care. The Institute of Applied Psychotherapy. 873-1832. 873-1832.
Come along, my son, sing my song, my song, and maybe you'll find your own way. And maybe you'll find your own way.
WPIX. For the good of New York.
Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Thomas Eagleton denied today that he'd ever been arrested on charges of drunken or reckless driving. At a news conference, he called charges by syndicated columnist Jack Anderson a damnable lie. Eagleton said he would not withdraw from the ticket he shares with Senator George McGovern. What Anderson had said was, quote, "We have traced but have not seen photostats of Senator Tom Eagleton's traffic record." Still quoting, a former high official from Missouri whose reliability is beyond question, but who has asked that we not identify him, has confirmed that a Missouri state trooper turned over to him photostats of 6 to 11 traffic citations. He cannot be sure, he said, but the figure 11 sticks in his mind. These citations, he said, ranged from drunken driving to speeding. All of them occurred in the 1960s to the best of his recollection. Unquote from Jack Anderson's radio script of this morning. Democratic presidential candidate George McGovern, meantime, has canceled a news conference saying he will not be stampeded into replacing Senator Eagleton as his running mate. McGovern's news secretary, Richard Doherty, said McGovern felt a news conference would be pointless since there is no change in Eagleton's status. To Doherty, he really wants to make it clear that he's not going to comment further. In Honolulu, Eagleton said he would withdraw as a vice presidential candidate if he felt his past health problems would hurt McGovern's chances. The top Ohio backer of Senator George McGovern says he expects Senator Eagleton to withdraw as the vice presidential nominee. Howard Metzenbaum, a Cleveland millionaire and an important behind-the-scenes man in the McGovern campaign, says the disclosure of Eagleton's psychiatric treatment would be a definite threat to the Democratic ticket. And there is another report, or rather a series of them, from very, very high sources, that Eagleton has already been asked to get out of the race. I must emphasize that these stories are beyond the rumor stage. One source has told me there is now an ongoing battle in the McGovern camp over who will be the next vice presidential nominee. This source says the ultra-liberals want Sissy Farrenhold, the convention's number 2 vote-getter, but McGovern wants Larry O'Brien. In fact, still another source tells me McGovern has told the former Democratic National Chairman that he is his choice. A Vietnam veterans group which supports President Nixon has questioned whether the price for a return of American prisoners of war will be establishment of a communist government in Saigon. Paul McNellis of the Vietnam Veterans for a Just Peace says the POW question tops the list of 3 issues which should be discussed during the presidential campaign.
Is the United States willing to guarantee the imposition of a communist government on South Vietnam as the price for the return of our POWs? After all prisoners are repatriated and all our troops are safely withdrawn, what responsibilities does the United States have to the Vietnamese people? Is the just cause our national leaders sent us to defend, the Vietnamese people's right to self-determination, no longer valid?
McNellis and other representatives of the veterans group told a news conference George McGovern appears more concerned about North Vietnam than he is about the South Vietnamese or American troops. The 8th game of the World Chess Championship got underway today in Iceland between challenger Bobby Fischer of Brooklyn and champion Boris Spassky. Going into the 8th game, Fischer leads Spassky 4-3. Movie cameras were in action as the American challenger walked into the hall 10 minutes late. He made his first move, then immediately went to the chief referee to ask whether the cameras were on. But the referee said it turned out Fischer only wanted reassurance that the camera wasn't noisy. Mayor Lindsay has announced the city's going after court action to close down several Times Square hotels. Corporation Counsel J. Lee Rankin will bring suit charging a number of hotels with constituting a public nuisance because of dope dealing and prostitution. The mayor also says he's going to ask City Council to require the licensing of all massage parlors. Bob Dayton is next. New York area environment. Air quality acceptable. Partly sunny this afternoon, high around 80. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low in the mid-60s. Tomorrow and Saturday, partly cloudy, high around 80. It's 75 degrees. Portions pre-taped. John Webster, In Touch.
WPIX-FM, In Touch with New York.
It's 3:30.